Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna show you the traps in the Queen's Gambit. Let's see what the Queen's Gambit is. So you start with D4, D5, and C4. White sacrifices a pawn to get the center and get quick development. So if black takes the pawn, then E3. Now black should play c5 to struck in the center, or knight c3, knight f6, or e6. But if black tries hang on to the pawn with b5, then you're just winning. If you play a4, if he takes it, then you play knight f3. You're getting a lot of development, and black's pawns are weak. So black has to develop something like this, and then you can take. So what if a6? Then a takes b5, and if a takes b5 to hang on to this pawn, then black's rook is hanging. But what if c6? Then a takes b5, c takes b5, and queen f3. There is no way of defending this rook. The only way is playing knight to c6. After queen takes c6 check, bishop d7, attacking the queen, also defending the rook. So queen a6, and white is just up a piece. So the best move for black here is probably something like b4 right here. So after b4, queen f3 attacking again, c6. Black is losing a lot in development. Bishop takes c4 sets another threat, e6, but black blocks in their light square bishop. So now knight d2, preparing to get it to somewhere like c5. So hanging on to the pawn is really scary. But also, if you let white take on c4, then white will have two central pawns, which is good. So what is the best move in this position? Well, c6 or e6. c6 is the Slav defense, and e6 is Queen's Gambit declined. I prefer Queen's Gambit declined because in some positions you will play c5. If you play c3, c6, and then c5, that's losing a tempo. So knight c3 or knight f3. I prefer knight c3 to put some pressure on this pawn, but c5 and black strikes. e3 and knight f6. This is I don't know who is better here, because both sides has the same pawn structures, if you can see here. What's the only difference? Well, the only difference is the knight is developed. White developed the queenside knight, and black developed the kingside knight. So after some moves, sometimes white plays bishop to e2 and not d3 to target this, because then g6. So what do you do as black when this bishop moves? You take the pawn on c4. Well, you just lose a central pawn. Well, yes, you do. But after white takes, white moved this bishop 2 times in the opening, which is not good. So, and then black can regain the central pawn, and this position is completely equal. Bye. See you in our next video. Make sure to like and subscribe.